going on, Jerome's? Happy Sunday out there, everyone. Hopefully the coffee is hot and copious. Let's get after it. Do another 7-round Minnesota Vikings Mock Draft. Free agency is mercifully finally upon us. Officially opens on Wednesday. Legal tampering starts tomorrow. Woo! Well, like illegal tampering isn't going on right now, but I digress. But, of course, there are rules. There are parameters here. So before we get into it, free agency. So the Vikings part ways with Shamar Stephen. Anthony Barr is back on a severe pay cut because he ain't going to get 12-3 on the market. Come on, baby. Let's go. Wilson and Harris are allowed to walk. And then the Vikings... Bringing on back. Signed 2 guards, Ethan Posich, as well as Kevin Zeitler. Zeitler, who they won in 2019 via trade from the Browns. Ethan Posich, one of my draft crushes from back in the day. The pride of LSU can play all 5 spots, and you slide in right away, and your offensive line left to right is going to be Ezra friggin' Cleveland, Ethan friggin' Posich, Garrett Bradbury, Kevin Zeitler, and Brian O'Neill. Woo! So check those boxes. And on the defensive side, you're picking up 2 free agents. So Shelby Harris is a guy that's been tied to the Vikings for a while, although George Payton, new GM in Denver, former Vikings assistant to the regional general manager, might want to hang on to them, Shelby Harris, since they got rid of Jarrell Casey. Also, safety Will Parks has been a guy that's been tied to the Vikings several times, only 26 years young. So he can come in and provide depth, play some special teams. So, and also the Vikings signed D.D. Westbrook, who... had some familiarity with new Vikings wide receiver coach Keenum Cardle down in Jacksonville. So check all of those boxes in free agency. Positions of need are shored up, so you don't really go into the draft with any severe needs, like any massive glaring holes. Like we have to draft here, we have to draft this. So it really does allow you to go BPA. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Daniil and Harrison are extended as well, so everyone is happy. We're underneath the cap because of Thug Life, Rob Brzezinski. So let's get this damn thing going. Woo. Let's go. No, I don't want to trade. I want to go. I want to go fast. Just going BPA. Just completely free your mind, and the rest will follow. Oh, baby. So we got a couple trade offers. The Steelers, 1-3-4. No. Chiefs, 1-2-5. So that's interesting. And then the Jets, 1-3-7. No. The Chiefs won. I know that people have been talking about, hey, let's trade back in the first round and try and get in the second round. Well, how about you get on like the second to last pick on both? Maybe. But let's see who's on board. I believe I saw Slater and Devontae Smith on board at 14. Sorry. Slater went 13 to the Chargers. So you're on board with Devontae Smith, Sam Cosmi, Darisaw is there. So this could be a realistic scenario for the Vikings. Sam Cosmi, of course, shot up the boards with his great pro day, but didn't really change any of the film, even though the film looks decent. Darisaw is still my guy. I would put Cosmi as, well, specifically left tackle 4. So Penne, Darisaw, Rashawn, and then I would put Cosmi. But tackles overall, you throw in Tevin Jenkins, Jalen Mayfield, except those guys are more of right tackle. So what do you do in this spot? You could trade down, but you already have 12 draft picks as it is. It would be nice to get into the second round, except it's the second to last pick in the second round. So since this exercise is true BPA, Devontae Smith. So Devontae friggin' Smith, and you have Justin Jefferson, and you got Thielen. And remember, I know people go into this draft like, oh, well, you need a wide receiver. You got Thielen and Jefferson. Guess what? You are allowed to play 11 personnel, even though the Vikings only played 29% last year, by far the league low. That actually might be the lowest percentage of offensive plays, 3 wide, in, I don't know, a decade in modern football. It is crazy. So the Ravens, Eric DeCosta, no. Do not trust Eric DeCosta at all. So he's offering 2-5. That's actually the Vikings second round pick. That's the Ravens second round pick. Never mind. So 2-5, 3-4-6. Well, let's see who's on board. Yeah. So sorry, because the second round pick went to the Jaguars. Sorry. So Raden is on board. Morig is on board. Do we fall for DeCosta shenanigans again? When do we pick again? 78, so we're coming up 20 spots. Man, Man. That is tempting. Because even though your offensive line is good to go, getting a guy like Raden's with his athletic ability. Okay, let's take a look. So 3, 4, 6, 4, 2, 5. Can I get an extra 6 thrown in? No? It's just a 2-piece, no biscuit? Can we get a little break on the 4? No, it's got to be that 4. Okay. So 3, 4, 6, 4, 2, 5, and we're getting Dylan Raden's. I'm okay with that. Let's go. Dylan Raden's, welcome on in. The pride of Becker, Minnesota, NDSU, physical freak. So the Jaguars are like, hey, you want to come up too? Never trade with the Jaguars. So 3, 5, and a future 6 to come up 25 spots. Nah. Well, hold on. Is Morig still on board? Morig is still on board. Boogie Basham's on board too? Come on. I do not expect Basham to be available in the 3rd round. I don't expect Morig to be available in the 3rd round. But I'm not really keen on giving up a future pick. Like, I can condense some of these current picks since we have 12. We unselected that, right? So we're offering 3, 5, 6. Oh, wait. Will you just take 3, 5? Maybe. Oh, they did it. It never hurts to ask. There we go. All right, so we are up. And now what do we do? Do we take Morig or do we take Boogie Basham? Or Eskridge and Amon-Ra would be tempting, except I forgot. Oh, yeah, we got Devontae Smith. So what do you do? Flip a coin. Well, the edge class after around day 2 takes a drop. Plus Boogie Basham has that size, can get after it. Power rushing is in vogue right now. Yeah, let's go. Again, I highly doubt that Carlos Basham gets in a 3rd round, even though the high-end part of the 3rd round. But come on. Like, if you come out of day 1 and day 2 with Devontae Smith, Heisman Trophy winner, wide receiver, plus can contribute in the return game, and you get a great offensive line, physical freak prospect in Dylan Raden's, and you get Boogie Basham. That's come on. Plus, we still have like 5 million 4th round picks. All right, so we're on the clock at 125. Let's take a look at our picks again. So we still got 3 4s. We got 2 5s, a 6, and a 7. Yeah, I mean, we could have condensed a little bit more, but it's fine. So, positions of need. We got 2 picks pretty much coming up 1-on-1. So, what do we want to do? Safety, still a need, even though, like we said, we're going to be... That sounded very Minnesota right, though. Safety, big. Andre Sisco, Thong Song is there. Paris Ford is still there. So, there's a good number of safeties left. To your offensive line, could get Drake Jackson. Yeah. Even though we said we're going BPA, now we're starting to get into, like, all right, so BPA at what positions of need we still have? Yeah, I think that Marvin Wilson might be too tempting right here. I think we're going to go Marvin Wilson. Yeah, Marvin Wilson, and then, do we maneuver up? Because I do want Cisco, even though I'm fine taking Hufanga or Wiggins. Yeah, we're going to make a trade. Tennessee Titans. Hey, John Robinson. Here's to you, Johnny Robinson. Where are the Titans? Am I missing something? Oh, there we go. All right, so 126. We'll give you that, and we will give you a 6, but give us a 7th back. How about that? We're getting 7th back. All right, so we basically shuffled spots in the 4th round, and we picked up a 7th. So we are picking up Marvin Wilson, no matter what. Marvin Wilson, 2018, 2019 was a bad mofo. 2020 was just sort of eh. And now we're taking thong song. Let me see that thong. Let's go. So even though we are addressing positions of need, I mean, we're taking guys that are at the top of the big board. So we are going ostensively BPA. All right, so now what do? Chuba Hubbard. Ambry Thomas is there. Chauncey Golston's there. We basically already have everything. So now, Wheeler Walker Little Jr. is available. Man, even though we said, let's look at the interior offensive line. So Trey Hill. Kendrick Green is there. Yeah. Or do we just go BPA? It would be Ambry Thomas, wouldn't it? Nah. Wheeler Walker Little Jr. It was a tough choice, but Radens and Walker, both of them potentially could kick inside. And I know we're going down the road again. Hey, drafting too many tackles and try and play them at guard. Well, it'd be what it'd be. And we did the same thing with Ezra. We did the same thing with Oli Udoh. We did the same thing with Kyle Big Hinton. All right, so wide receiver, safety still up there. Oh, Gillespie's there. Shaka Toney. Wow. Simi Fako. If Simi Fako can produce above and beyond his metrics, that'd be really great. Shakur Brown, though. Oh, well, hell, we have 2 picks nearly back-to-back, don't we? Yeah. All right, we're going to take Shakur, and we're going to take Simi Fako. Let's go! Let's go! All right. So we could force the quarterback pick. Pun intended. But overall, feeling pretty damn good. Pretty damn decent. Now, I do like Bouchele. I like what he showed early on at Texas. I didn't really follow what he did at SMU too closely. I know that he's a toolsy guy. Doesn't have the strongest arm in the world. Felipe Franks is more of a tools guy. Just didn't really have that college production. I mean, there's a reason why he got supplanted at Florida by Trask. They transferred to Arkansas. It's a moot point anyway. Do we just take Ian Book? Yeah, we're up in the 7th round. How many picks we got left? We got 2. Yeah, all right, so 2 picks left. Who's on board? What's on board? Jalen. So I do not expect Darden and Kay Johnson to be here in the 7th round, so we are going to pass on them. Plus, we already have 2 wide receivers on board. Josh Palmer's there, though. Is it just wide receiver and corner? Alaric Jackson's there. Chris Rumph. Chris Rumph is tempting. Taron Jackson, too. I haven't gotten a linebacker. Tough Borland's there. Yeah. It'd be hard to pass on Tough Borland. Jackson, Ben Mason. Actually, you know what? Oh, yeah. I forgot. It's a draft network, so there's no kickers or punters. It's unfortunate. But I'm actually going to take Larry Roundtree. I do like his game a lot. So there we go. That is it. So again, let's walk through our parameters. Free agency. You signed Zeitler, signed Ethan Posich. You got Shelby Harris and Will Parks on defense. You signed D.D. Westbrook. So immediately realistic moves that the Vikings could make in free agency after they cut Steffen. Anthony Barr's back on a pay cut. Wilson and Harris are let walk. And then Daniil and Harrison are back on extension. Potentially could lower their 2021 cap liability. So you walk into the draft and you're able to go true blue BPA. Oh, trades, whatever. But up at the top at 14. We had a couple trade offers, but I didn't want to move. Devontae Smith was there. Yes. Who else was on board? Cosme was on board. Darisaw was on board. Quidipe was on board. But Devontae Smith, man. Devontae Smith and Justin Jefferson will be the best wide receiver duo for the next decade. And Thielen is phenomenal. He's a great wide receiver too right now. Great in the red zone, but he is on the wrong side of 30. That has to factor in. Then we moved it up in the second round. We got Dylan Raden, the pride of North Dakota State University, a pride of Becker, Minnesota, uber athletic, developmental offensive lineman. Now, the problem is, if Ezra pans out to be a great left tackle, where do you play Radens? Well, potentially could kick him inside, but then we have the same problem of kicking a tackle inside to guard. But what if Ezra falters at left tackle? I mean, we're not hoping for it, obviously, but what if it does happen? Well, Radens, hello, having multiple dudes that can play left tackle, never a bad thing. Boogie Basham, somehow, some way, got to the top of the third round. We will take that, and it could free things up. I think Basham could develop into a starter where he can play that left defensive end spot. Daniil can slide over and play on the blind side a little bit more often. Then in the fourth round, you get Marvin Wilson. You got Andre Cisco back-to-back. Wilson will probably play 400 three-tech snaps right away, if not become the outright starter. I believe in his talent wholeheartedly. Andre Cisco, if he can stay healthy, if he can reproduce what he did in 2018 as a freshman, he's got range, a true ball hawk. I think that he would be a great combination with Will Parks and Josh Metellus to replace Anthony Harris opposite of Harrison Smith. Wheeler Walker Little Jr., I mean, he was just there. And I know, tackle in the guard. But if you look at the guard situation, you got Hinton, you have Oli Udoh, who potentially could play guard. I didn't want to take a dip in talent just to reach for interior offensive linemen when Walker Little was just sitting there. Shakur Brown, a lengthy cornerback from Michigan State, is a guy that I like. Simi Fako, he's got size, he's got straight line speed, can contribute as a wide receiver 4 right away. Oh, also Devontae Smith is going to be your kick and punt returner to start, which is great. Tough Borland, Spielman always gets a late round linebacker. Plus, Larry Roundtree III. If the Vikings don't RFA tender Mike Boone, if they don't bring back Amir Abdullah, I think that he would be a nice running back 3 behind Dalvin and Alexander Madison. So, baby, that is it. And like we mentioned, like these free agency moves, they're not out of this world. It's not like bringing in Thuney and, I don't know, Ndamukong Suh and Patrick and Richard Sherman, right? So these are all realistic, checking the box moves. Would have liked to bring in a veteran cornerback, but didn't this time around. But Zeitler, Posich, give me your starting guards day one, and then it does allow guys like Radens and Kyle Hinton and Wheeler Walker Little Jr. and Oli Udoh to just sit and marinate for just one year, maybe 2, and then you just go on with life. Let's get this thing done. Let's go. But your thoughts? Free agency, and then BPA. Let us know in the comment section below. Have yourself a great Sunday. Skol, production value.